Right now they are selling pastry in my background. A little bit more, we are Undead Newlyweds. We are a traveling circus show. Currently right now we are in Thunder Bay because we had nothing better to do. No, I'm just kidding. This seems to be a very wonderful town, a very wonderful city in fact. I don't know your numbers. But so far we've done one show, it was down there. This is show number 2, and I do believe that all of you are more attractive than the people that were in the other show. Just want to bring that up right off the bat, right off the hop. Now, just to give you guys a little bit about what's going on here, we are going to be performing a circus performance. There's going to be a lot of juggling. There's also going to be a lot of firework, and this fire will be handled by my partner, the bride. Everyone say hello, the bride. And you are in for a special treat, as the bride is one of the only outdoor fire performers in the world. She's going to be doing a lot of great stunts with fire. She's going to be touching fire. She's going to be blowing fireballs out of her mouth. She is literally going to be setting herself on fire during the show. Yeah! And I'm going to juggle. Thanks, one fan of juggling, that's nice. But that said, we do want to give you the theatrical approach, the theatrical start, but I also want you to know what you're in for. During the show today, spoiler alert, one volunteer from this audience will be putting their life on the line for your entertainment today. It's really exciting, yeah? For the finale of this show, we're going to be performing here our very, very unique stunt called the Destiny Ladder of Destiny. We're going to be lighting this ladder on fire. Then I'm either going to be balancing it on my face, or we will do an interpretive dance routine with it. I haven't decided which finale we will do. They're both wicked. But that said, I am ready for the show. You are ready for the show. I just need to start the show music so that we can have that theatrical introduction. But just to ensure that the energy is there, and I know it is Thunder Bay, I'm going to ask you one more time before I get the music started that will start the show. Are you ready for the show? Yeah! Listen, the show is going to be about 30 minutes long. Don't leave during the show, or we will point you out. We will yell Walker. It'll be a wonderful time. But that said, let's have a lot of fun here. I'm very excited to be here in Thunder Bay, and let's get this done. Oh, don't worry, kid, we're not that scary. And for those of you that are interested, we also babysit on the side. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Yes. Are you there? Sweetheart, are you with us? Oh God, yes, you're with us. Which is good, as people have come from far and wide just to see us. Well, to be perfectly clear, it is me that they will see. They will be staring at you. Why? Because you're dangerous, you're seductive, graceful, talented, and it all makes you so very beautiful. Why, you're as beautiful today as you were the day we first met. Why, you're as beautiful today as you were the day you were first bit. Well, I don't know what you're all getting so bent out of shape about. I'm not the zombie that bit you. You're the zombie that bit me. You know, you push one newly wedded bride into one horde of zombies on your wedding day, and you must deal with it for the rest of your death. Nevertheless, we shall set aside our differences, take our marks, introduce ourselves, and start the show. I like that you brought your own popcorn. Take it from him, you're cuter. Distinguished guests, honored visitors, no, why not? General public, welcome one and all to our show. Who am I? My name is Devlin Smith. I am the alpha zombie. I am the top of the food chain, kids, and don't you ever forget that I do it like a boss. I'm the Oogie Boogie Man. I am Devlin Smith, your worst nightmare. And who is this irresistible creature who has an insatiable love for the dead? That is the bride, the Oogie Boogie Bride. She is the only living dead girl, and now that girl is on fire. She is the bride, and she is your best nightmare. Together, we are Undead Newlyweds. Welcome one and all to the show. Today on this glorious of shows, we will be bringing to you more than a simple circus act, but instead a theatrical performance of likes of which you have never seen. For we will be bringing to you our own signature stunt, an age-old circus stunt called the Walk of Death. In it, an experienced juggler, such as me, juggles and then walks over top of an unsuspecting volunteer, such as you. No, not you. No, not her, no. I was totally kidding. Clearly. But somebody. For it is written that one lucky volunteer watching this show today will be putting their own life on the line for our entertainment purposes. Yes, it is true. One lucky volunteer watching this show today could die. Yeah! Man, you guys are really into that. But only one question remains. Which one of you should it be? As you would all make such worthy subjects. The only way for us to decide who should be by my side is by allowing the bride to choose. So we shall send her into the crowd to choose two volunteers to battle it out. Yeah, wait now. I cannot send the bride up to this illustrious audience to choose our volunteer without giving her a formal introduction. So then, allies of the herd, she is as beautiful as she is dangerous. She'll warm up your heart while sinking her teeth right into it. You better run. You better take cover. She belongs in the land down under. Put your hands together. Make a little noise. Show your love for the bride. Come on, you love her more than that. Come on, Saturday. Oh, come on now. Keep it real, keep it real, keep it real. Need I remind you, good friends, till death do us part. Technically, she's single. So nuts. Volunteer number one, you've chosen a child. This is really good. Can you come all the way, stand all the way over here, turn this way, face the crowd, get stuck. I'm just going to put this right here on top of your head. You'll look like Carl from Walking Dead. That's beautiful. You'll never change. You're perfect. I'm also going to take this fire extinguisher and place it right here in front of you. Everyone give this kid a round of applause. One more thing, just for fun, just for fun. Kid, I want you to take this sledgehammer, yeah? Hold it up high above your head. Can you handle it? It's heavy, yeah? And scream. Give that guy a round of applause. Bring this down here. I don't want to work it too hard, but just lean it right there, yeah? And then my buddy over here, volunteer number two. Take this chainsaw. Two hands, please, yeah? Hold it all the way up and give it a scream. And one more scream from the kid. Good. We give to you then the Undead Newlyweds survivors of 2017. Give me your love, everyone. Alright, now only room for two. One volunteer to put their life on the line for our entertainment purposes. So why don't we start out with a little skill set competition. But not between them, between us, the bride and myself. However, I want to use the props that we have set up with these survivors to start, working out the crowd. So first off, I'm going to do a stunt with this sledgehammer. What is your name? This is Carter. Everyone say hi, Carter. Carter, I gave you the chance of holding onto this sledgehammer for a bit. Can you verify to this audience that that is indeed a real sledgehammer, a real stone, and actually quite heavy? Okay, cool. Real sledgehammer? Real sledgehammer. Give the kid a round of applause. Now, for the first stunts, my warm-up trick, I'm not going to juggle. Instead, I'm going to take this sledgehammer, light it on fire, and then balance it right here on my dangerously handsome face. Hearing no objections from the crowd, I am therefore considered to be, by you, quite attractive. Oh, thanks. However, I also need to prove that this is indeed real fire, so I'm going to light this kid ablaze. I'm just kidding. I like his reaction. Buddy over here, though, you look warm already. Nice attire. Would you be able to verify that that is indeed real fire? I mean, no crazy tricks here. I mean, that's real fire, right? Okay, real fire, real sledgehammer. Now, I also want to verify, since I'm going to be balancing the sledgehammer on my face, that this is indeed a real face. Contestant number 2, what is your name? Ryan. This is Ryan. Everyone say hi, Ryan. Ryan, I need to verify that this is a real face. Kiss me. I did not expect that. Is that a real face? Real face. Real sledgehammer? Real sledgehammer. All right, I'm going to balance this sledgehammer on my face. First warm-up trick of the show. And then, don't go anywhere, the bride takes the center stage next. The bride showcases all of her wonderful fire talents here today on the pitch. However, I want to make this the audience cheer portion of the show. The longer I do this, the louder I want you to get. Let's see if I can break my old record of 4 hours. It's a joke. Yeah? I interrupted the bit though. You guys are going to cheer and scream? Don't forget to do that. That's your part. Alright, here we go. By the way, I'm going to have to look right into the sun while I do this. That's going to be harder than normal. Oh, and if it does fall, it always falls this way. Just kidding, kid. I have no idea which way it'll fall. Right. Here we go. Oh my God, don't clap. You're making me nervous. Here we go. Yeah, make noise now! That was really hard. All right, straight up from me, we're going to go immediately on to the bride. Everyone give her a round of applause, yeah? However, from here, I want to make certain that the bride has full attention from the audience, as you do not normally see fire performed in an outdoor location such as this. Normally, a fire performer is only going to be performing indoors. However, the bride has a particularly good skill set and can do a lot of these stunts outside in a street show performance. So, without further ado, I give to you my partner, the bride. Now, the first stunt that the bride is going to be doing here is fire safety. As you can see, fire safety is her #1 concern. This water that she's spraying on herself won't put any fires out, but it will help to ensure that there is no fire starting on her body. Right. So from this moment, the bride is going to light one torch, and then the crowd goes mild. Don't go wild, hold it for the big stuff. Watch this. The bride is now going to handle and touch the fire itself. If you look very closely, she's taking that fire and placing it right upon her own skin. This is very, very hot, and we are outdoors where the wind is completely unpredictable. The bride has spent years of her training devoting herself to be able to ignore physical pain, to be able to do stunts like this. If you look very carefully, you can see the fire as it rests in the palm of her hand. And the first time that I saw someone touch fire like this, I was also so impressed that I forgot to clap as well. Do that, yeah? You've got one job, clap. Now watch this as the bride uses the very same technique to transfer the fire from one torch to the other. Come on. Hey buddy, with the chainsaw, 2 hands. Yeah. Alright, now watch very carefully. The bride is now going to be taking the fire and putting it out by putting it inside of her own mouth. When the torch goes out, you guys go crazy, go ballistic. This is an unbelievable stunt, especially outdoors. Wait a minute, hold on, that guy with the crazy mustache right there, that buddy right there, the guy with the mustache, that guy right there, the one talking to the other one that doesn't know I'm talking to him, the one being pointed at by his friends. The bride put a torch out with her mouth and you didn't clap. If you don't clap for the next torch, I will actually go over there and paddle your bum just to make the sound. Now let's step this up.
torch goes out, the crowd goes crazy. It's more like it. It's more like it. Do you got another bit? No, okay, from here, let's immediately move on to volunteer number 2, who's currently right now holding my 15-pound chainsaw in his hand. Now, I'm going to do a chainsaw juggle here today, right before we do the big finale of the show. Oh, and by the way, the big finale of the show, the Destiny Ladder of Destiny, we're going to light that ladder on fire in a particularly unique fashion, and I will then either balance it on my face, do an interpretive dance routine, or randomly throw it at the audience. I don't know which one I'm going to do. They're all great finales. Although I'll tell you what, just for the energy of the crowd, yeah? I'm going to rev this saw, and then you guys respond by cheering and screaming. And then I'm going to use my buddy over here. Your name was Ralph? Ryan. Ryan. Good memory, Ryan. I'll use my buddy Ryan to verify that this is indeed then a real chainsaw. So far, it's not a still. Hold on, I think I flooded it. We got it though. Good. One rev from the saw, big cheer from the crowd, yeah? Not yet. Wait for it. You'll look weird otherwise. Oh, there you go. Okay, so Ryan, right? I want this audience to know that this is indeed a real chainsaw. You've been holding this saw for a while. It does feel heavy, right? It's not a toy, right? Did you notice that there's oil all over it? Can you feel the exhaust? Can you smell the gasoline? Is this, Ryan, a real chainsaw? I still want to make certain everybody knows that it is real. So Ryan, what we're going to do here, I'm going to get you to hold this stick. I want you to hold it all the way up above your head. I am now going to take the chainsaw. I'm going to throw it toward Ryan. I'm going to cut that stick in half. No, leave the thing there. I want him to watch. I want to make sure the audience is in on this. So I want you to count backwards from 3 down to 0. When we get to 0, I throw the saw. We cut the stick. 3! Okay, you guys are nuts. I'm going to do that. Come on. So Ryan, can you hold it lower? I am going to cut through the stick, yeah? But I do want the audience to cheer and scream in support, but not for me. I want you guys to cheer for Ryan, because he was totally going to let me throw a chainsaw at him. What have you done? Okay, let's get this cut. And then immediately we'll jump on the chainsaw, we can do that ladder of destiny finale, we'll blow fireballs into the air, we'll tumble off it, majestic eagle flight, whatever. We'll enter into the counter. Alright Ryan, don't move. I almost want to cut off that stupid goatee. Just kidding, it's beautiful. Ryan, is this a real chainsaw? Real chainsaw. Alright, now I'm going to do the juggle here. So I just need my two bowls. Two bowls. Does anyone see the bowls? Does anyone see them? I forgot I'm married now, they're in her purse. Thanks, buddy, I wrote that tune for you, apparently. Alright, for 1 and 2. Alright, now before I do this chainsaw juggle, and we're almost here at the finale, the end of the show, I just want to ensure here, yeah, that this audience is showing a lot of support and a lot of cheer here. So I'm going to rev the song 3 times, yeah? First cheer, I want you to be loud. Second, really loud. Third one, give me the most energy that you've got. I then juggle the chainsaw. We bid our volunteers a farewell, and then we immediately move on to the Ladder of Destiny finale for the show. I gotta say this too, Thunder Bay, what a wonderful town, what a wonderful city. It's so fun performing here, yeah? Alright. Chainsaw juggle, 3 cheers from the audience, and then we give you that big finale. I really should have brought a still. 3 cheers from the audience, and then big time. Here's 1. So we 2. ready, we'll just do that third one. Listen now, I'm going to juggle right here. If I lose control of this chainsaw and it flies into the audience, catch it. And please catch it. It's very expensive. You kids are okay, I'm just messing around. But yeah, that's probably a good idea. Third cheer, and then I immediately go for it. Actually, this is my segment. I've got one volunteer here, he's been doing a very wicked job. I've got a kid volunteer here as well. And I don't know if I mentioned it to the kid, I think I did, that if you do a good job, you're going to get paid. So the older guy, get a job, buddy. But I do want to give that first volunteer, volunteer number one, a very good farewell because you have been a great sport here today. One more time, what was your name, Ryan? Ryan. It's Ryan. Everyone give Ryan a round of applause. Ryan, you are free to go. Thank you so much. But I do have this other buddy down here. You've done a very fabulous job here today, so I think you deserve to be paid. What do you guys think? Excellent. I'm very happy that you feel that way. We've given to you the best show that we can possibly give, and we still have a wonderful finale to end the show with. Directly after this finale, my wife and I are going to overturn these two hats with those two red bags found within them, to allow this gracious audience the opportunity to pay for the ticket to the show that we've just provided for them. Some of you right now are wondering how much to give. Listen, if anyone here did a show like this on a day like today in our city, at the end of your show, we would buy you a coffee. And that's really all we're asking for here. At the end of the show, toss in a donation into one of those bags to buy us a coffee.
But as you all know, a coffee in Canada costs $20. In all honesty, yeah, pay what it is you can give. The average donation to our show $10. You know, a 5, a 10, a 20, whatever. Just pay us. That's great. But it doesn't really matter how much. Do the right thing at the end of the show. Don't walk away. At the very least, pay us with a compliment. Come over and thank us for the show. By the way, this is the way we like to do circus. Bring circus to small towns, areas like this, and festivals like this, for people like you. Have you enjoyed the show? Good. Hey, hey kid, you were a good sport. You did a great job. You remember I said I was going to give you $5? Do you like jokes and tricks? That was a joke and a trick. Get out of here. Buddy, I'm joking. Here, take this. That's your money. Listen up, everyone. We have one more finale left. The Destiny, Ladder of Destiny. The idea here, why are you still here? We're going to light this ladder on fire in a very unique way. I will then do a stunt with this ladder that you would never expect. One more thing. My wife and I are actually not really zombies. I'm not even British. It's a show. We're real people. We could really get hurt. This is a very dangerous stunt. Don't try it at home. You know what? Don't try it show here. You guys are a very fun audience. Your energy and your attention. Oh, social media. Everyone's got it. So do we. Find us on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and whatever is cool now. I don't know, whatever. We are Undead Newlyweds. The finale is ready. Do you want to see it? Are you going to pay us? Alright, let's get this done. Sorry about the audio-visual slip. I think we're probably really good. Oh, everything's hot. That's why. Doing it without music. You ready? Make noise now. Give us then a wonderful Thunder Bay beat to do it to. Destiny, ladder of destiny. Yeah!